ईश्वरो विक्रमी धन्वी मेधावी विक्रमक्रमः अनुत्तमो दुरादर्शः कृतज्ञः कृतिरात्मवान् ईश्वरो विक्रमी धन्वी ईश्वरो विक्रमी धन्वी ईश्वरो विक्रमी धन्वी मेधावी विक्रमक्रमः मेधावी विक्रमक्रमः मेधावी विक्रमक्रमः अनुत्तमो दुरादर्शः अनुत्तमो दुरादर्शः अनुत्तमो दुरादर्शः कृतज्ञः कृतिरात्मवान् कृतज्ञः कृतिरात्मवान् कृतज्ञः कृतिरात्मवान् ईश्वरो विक्रमी धन्वी मेधावी विक्रमक्रमः अनुत्तमो दुराधर्षः कृतज्ञः कृतिरात्मवान्. In the shloka number 9, we have 11 names from 74 to 84. The 74th name is Ishvaraha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Ishwaraya Namaha. We have seen the same name in the 4th shloka. Also, the Nama comes as a suffix in the 3rd shloka with the Nama Pradhana Purusheshwaraha and will be seen in the 31st shloka as Sureshwaraha. While in the 4th shloka, the emphasis was on power and might. In this shloka, we further elaborate God's control over all forms of Shakti, defined as Kriya Shakti, the ability to act, Ichha Shakti, the ability to desire, and Jnana Shakti, the ability or rather the prowess over knowledge. The 75th name is Vikrami. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Vikramine Namaha. The Nama will occur again in the shloka number 97. A similar Nama is also in the shloka itself as Vikramaha. The word means courage, valor, strength, stability, might, stride, step, foot, etc. So we can attribute two values to God in this Nama. The first one is along the lines of strength, might, etc. We attribute the value that Bhagwan is ever courageous and the strongest. The second one is taking the meaning of the step, kramam, right, with the upasarga of V which indicates Visheshena or special. We attribute this Nama to Bhagwan's Vamana avatar. As per the Puran, the dwarf Vamana approaches King Mahabali and asks for 3 steps of land. With the first step, he reaches all of the upper worlds. In the second, all of the lower worlds and destroys the false ego in the king with his third step. The 76th Nama is Dhanvi. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Dhanvine Namaha. We derive this Nama from Dhanu. Dhanu means the bow. A reference is thus made to Lord Ram who wields Dhanu by name Sharanga. In Bhagavad Gita's 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga, Bhagavan Krishna says, Rama Shastrabhritamaham. I am a Ram among those who wield weapons. Thus, the Nama represents Bhagavan's incarnation as Lord Rama. The 77th name is Medhavi. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Medhavine Namaha. The word means wisdom, prudence, intelligence, mental vigor or power. The value attribution to Bhagwan or Paramatma is that God's ability to grasp and express several ideas on different subjects all at the same time, as can be seen in the expressions of Veda. The 78th Nama is Vikramaha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Vikramaya Namaha. We just saw Vikrami in this shloka. Repetition is considered as orator's fault, called Punarukti dosha in Shastra. But because one nama can attribute several meanings, the dosha is removed by assigning appropriate value based on the sequence of nama. Taking the meaning of going to krama, the prefix or the upasarga V is associated with Garuda. The value attribution to Bhagwan is thus one who can go anywhere unhindered. The 79th Nama is Kramaha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Kramaya Namaha. The Nama occurs as a suffix in Shlokas 23 as Satya Parakramaha, 31 as Satya Dharma Parakramaha, in 72 as Mahakramaha, and in 83rd Shloka as Duratikramaha, the 101st as Bhima Parakramaha. This is in addition to Vikramaha that we just saw in the shloka earlier. The word Kramaha means of a disciplined order, in a sequence, movement, continuity, progress, etc. Thus, we have several ways to look into the value attributions to Bhagavan. One who is the basis for the order in the universe. We see there is a specific order. Everything happens in a specific order. One who is the basis for that. The second one is one who controls the movement. The third one is one who brings prosperity and one who is ever prosperous. The 80th Nama is Anuttamaha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Anuttamaya Namaha. The Nama comes as a suffix in Shloka number 78 as Padamanuttamam. Anuttama means one who is incomparably the best. Value attributed to Bhagavan is he is the best and there can be no comparison. This is declared in Upanishads as well as in Bhagavad Gita by Arjuna when he says, while seeing the Vishwarupa Darshana, that there is no one above, below or equal to Lord. The 81st Nama is Duradarshaha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Duradharshaya Namaha. The meanings for this word are invincible, difficult to be attacked or approached. The key value that is attributed to Bhagavan is that Bhagavan cannot be overcome by demonic forces. As for us, the meaning is God cannot be approached when one is under the influence of the Asurim Sampath or when one is under wrongful influences. 82nd name is Kritagnaha. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Kritagnyaya Namaha. This Nama also occurs in the Shloka number 57. As per dictionary, the word has the meanings mindful of favors, knowing what is right, correct in conduct. We attribute the value of bhakti in this Nama. Devotion is considered by God as a favor done to him. Bhagwan is so mindful of the devotion that Bhagwan says in Gita, even if one is utmost sinful, su duracharaha, but surrenders with devotion towards God, Bhagwan considers the person to be highly righteous. Looking at an alternate view, God himself or herself or God is the Swarup of righteousness. Thus, knowing what is right and being correct in conduct are inherent qualities of Atma. The 83rd Nama is Kritihi. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Kritaye Namaha. Similar to the words Krami and Krama, this one too comes as Kritihi and Kritaha. In several names, this comes as a prefix or a suffix. As suffix in shloka number 12 as Vrisha Kritihi, 26th as Satkritaha, in the 75th and 85th as Satkritihi, in the 99th shloka as Dushkrita, and it comes as a prefix in shloka number 15 as Krita Kritaha, in the 51st one as Krita Lakshanaha, in the 84th shloka as Krita Karma and Kritagamaha. The word means manufacturing, deed, activity, work, action, etc. There are two ways to look into it. As a doer, as in Paramatma's expression as an Ishvaraha, action is the value attributed. As in one who is very dynamic in all activities. As Paramatma, the non-doer and an enabler of all actions, we attribute the dynamism of every action, of any action that you see, as an expression of God. The 84th Nama is Atmavan. For the purpose of Pushparchana, we say Om Atmavate Namaha. Atmavat or Atmavatta means being one's own self, prudent, composed, intelligent, wise, etc. The value attributed is that God is in absolute control of himself, as in Atma being free of the influences of the three gun. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says Atmavan Bhava. Basically, overcoming the influence of tamas, which prevents you from being yourself in your actions, and rajas, which influences you in separating yourself from the world and developing the tendency to benefit the separated self that you identify yourself with.